Hey everyone, welcome back. So now I'm gonna go over the rest part of this worksheet. So I will first jump over question number 3 because it's a time analysis question of the class method of int list as we provided for you during the project or homeworks and labs. Make sure to take a look at the solution as I already posted to y'all, as well as the class method itself in the int list class, and it should not be hard to figure out what is runtime. And now let's take a look at the question number 4. In this question, it's asks us to write a function sum2, which take in a sorted int list. Remember, it is sorted. And then it return true if two numbers can sum up to the other input, which is x. So for example, if we have 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, and 10, we want to sum up to 12, it should return true because 4 and 8 can sum to 12, for example. Also, 2 and 10 can sum up to 12. So we should return true in this case. And just remember, true is not capitalized. All right, so if we open up a terminal and we're going to try to code this up. All right, so if we do create a thing called sum2.java. If you go in there and we can just write this function, right? So I will not write the whole class, I'll just write this function, but if you want, you can always write a whole class as well as the main method to test it out. So in this function, we have a public method, which should return a Boolean, return a Boolean value because it is returning true or false. All right, and we call this function sum2, which takes in a integer array, let's call it ARR, and it's taking another value that is x. All right, and so what are we gonna do? Oops. Yeah. So what are we gonna do? So in the first thinking, the most naive or the most straightforward way is just to iterate through all the values in this array and try to find if there is any of two of them sum up together equals to int. All right. So that is relatively easy for us because we know how to iterate through a list and we know how to check if two numbers is the same. So let's say we're gonna have a value that is, let's call it temp sum. Right? It is initialized to 0. And we say for each integer I in the array. Right? So remember, this is called a for each loop. It's a syntax in Java, allows you to iterate through everything in this array. And for every other that is in ARR, right? And we want to check if I plus j is equals to x, and if it is, we're just gonna return true, right? And if it's not, we're just gonna go to the next round of iteration and try to find if there's another pair that is making us the sum equals to x. All right? And finally, after the whole double loop, if nothing happened, or if we never return true, we should return false, because that means we do not have any two numbers summed together to be x. However, as you may already notice, there is a couple of wrong points, or will make this whole function buggy. So first, if we iterate through every number I and iterate through every number j, then there is a possibility that we are adding two same number together. So for example, we are iterating through every number in this array, that is 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10. And in the second loop, we are doing 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10 again. That basically means I am able to pair 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 4 with 4, 7 with 7, so on and so forth. So for example, if in this question, we're asking if there is any two numbers sums up to 8, for example, it should return false already. Oh, 8 is not a good one. What about 4? All right. It should return false because there is no sum of two numbers that is 4.